So we build up our picture. We're aware now of the three colors, the 9th, the 11th, and the 13th. Let me play just a few lines for you incorporating some of these notes. See if you can spot them. Did you notice the 9, the 6th, the 6th here? And that sits beautifully on the chord. A couple of cliches I should make you aware of. Once we can target the 3rd, especially on the dominant or the major chord, we can always slide into it. So just get used to that sound. And the other cliche that I would use quite a lot is that the root note, we can go chromatically down to the flat 7th. So where we can see the root note, we can go chromatically. Let me put those two cliches in with some of the colors. We can slide, hammer, use a pedal note to. You get the idea? Now there's some examples. So far I haven't used any techniques other than the sliding, but we can incorporate all our bends, our hammers, pulls. We can take notes, bend the note below it in the scale to achieve that note. It's infinite what we can do with it once we've got them in place. But the key point of this lesson is to visually be aware of where the notes are sitting onto the form. That will be invaluable later on. And each idea that we gain from working in this one form at the moment, we take with us the ideas and mimic them on each of the other 4 forms. Through time, we'll be able to move smoothly, hopefully, between each of the forms. And when chords move from one chord to another, we'll be able to target. That's an example, just A7th. C sharp 7th, we can target the 3rd. There's our chromatic run. F sharp 7th. So you can see how it will build up when we start playing chordal progressions. But it is important to get it on a static chord to start with, and then we can make good use of it. So let's play a few more ideas just on the A7th on the E form. I'll try and incorporate now a few more bends, slides, and if you don't catch them at first, you can always rewind and get them. I'll play them fairly slowly. that's working with the, I think I didn't use any of the outside notes there, but that's working with the, basically the 7 notes, the root, 3rd, 5th, the 7th, the 2, 4, and the 6, or 9, 11, 13. Now that gives us 7 notes, 12 notes of music, so we've got 5 outside notes to work with. Maybe a good one, I'll just show you the notes as they sit on the form. We've got a flat 9. These are the notes now that are not in the arpeggio or the colours, the outside notes. We would have the major 7, we would have the sharp 5, we would have the flat 5, and we would have our minor 3rd. These are the 5 notes that would have an out sound against the chord. But our job now is to actually to bring them on board what we've already learnt. And because we've spent time with the arpeggio and the colours, these notes, as we add them one at a time, we'll be able to use them with the right weight on the note. In other words, they're not going to stand out as a wrong note. We're going to use them in passing to a good colour or good note. So let's have a look at the flat 5 first of all. We want to be able to spot it in all positions over our E form. So we can see one here, 4th fret on the 2nd string, the 8th fret there on the 3rd string, and the 6th fret on the 5th string. So let me just incorporate that note in. I'm sure you'll have heard these sounds before because they'll sound bluesy. So we'll target this flat 5, we'll target our minor 3rd. Okay, everywhere we can see it. Here we are, 8th fret on the 6th and 1st string, and on the 5th fret on the 3rd string. This will give rise to the complete blues scale now. But remember, we've got the other colours. So here we go, 2 outside notes, flat 5, minor 3rd. Let's have a look at that one. Flat 5, root, 4th, minor 3rd, major 3rd. Remember in our earlier blues lessons that the minor 3rd is the one we always slightly pull. We don't rest on it. We give it a slight. Okay. So there we have it, 2 notes, 2 outside notes, the flat 5 and the minor 3rd. And we'll incorporate them in with our arpeggio, try and build some lines. Always be experimental, always look and say, if this was the note, how else could I play it? Could I bend in possibly from the 3rd to it? Could I bend from the flat 3rd up to it? Always be looking at different possibilities on how to hit the note. It's very, very important. We don't want to sound too scalier that we want to have some emotive approach to the notes. Some nice sounds there.